I think we're live. Yes, we're live. Hello, everyone. Hi, happy Monday to all of you, wherever part of the world you're coming from. Happy Monday, and I hope you are having a good start of the week. And of course, for those who do not know me, my name is Carol from California, USA. I am a clinical lab scientist by profession, and at the same time, a proud digital marketing business consultant. So yes, I'm so excited and a little bit nervous. Sorry for that. So I'm coming to you live from my business page, and also we're streaming live from my YouTube channel. So welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode of One Journey, One Goal. And of course, this moment won't be complete without our special guest for today. This couple, all the way from Alberta, Canada, are these they're not only an inspiration to many, but they're one of the rock stars in our online business. That's why I'm so excited. It is such an honor indeed to have them here with us today to share their wonderful story in this online business. So yes, without further ado, let's get them here on our broadcast studio, the king and queen of YouTube advertising. Dave and Roxanne Obiso. Hi. Hello
Hi,
guys, how are you doing?
good, good. Thank you, Carol. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for inviting us here.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to do this. Thank you.
Yes, and how are you? How's life there in Alberta, Canada? How's your weather? Is it still snowing out there?
No, it's not snowing. It's raining a little bit,
Raining.
but it's always
Oh,
unpredictable, so you never know.
okay. Actually, my brother lives there, and we were there 3 years ago.
Oh,
And
Wow.
nice.
yeah, and I can't wait to go back. I'm so in love with your beautiful views,
Yeah,
your nice lakes and mountains. Yeah, and
yeah,
I
it's
will
cool.
definitely go back. Yeah, there. So please go ahead, introduce yourselves, your background. What was your background before? Any pain, struggles in the past that made you decided to join in this online business?
Yeah. So yeah, thanks again, Carol. So as you mentioned, we're from Alberta, Canada, but originally we're from the Philippines. I came here when I was 14 years old, back in 1996. And my background, actually, I went to engineering, aeronautical engineering. Sounds fancy, but it wasn't for me. My parents told me to find a career that's good for you, but it wasn't a fit. I found out that I don't know if you can if your viewers can relate to this, that you I had this sickness called alarm clockitis, which means I hated my job. I wanted to throw the alarm clock in the wall, right? So I got out of it, and the first self-employment I did was financial services, and that's where I met Roxanne. Roxanne, I was her manager, so I managed her really well because I married her. uh, and prior to the online business, I was a general manager, and right now I'm doing this full time.
Yeah. So thank you again, Carol. So, like for me, my background is I came also to Canada in 2004 from the Philippines. With my parents, with my siblings, and so I went here for high school, for college, and my background is in paralegal. And prior to this online business, it's basically I work in finance. So the reason and the struggles that we have prior to this online business is the reason why we're doing this because I've seen my parents work so hard. They gave up their jobs for us, their homes, their careers from in the Philippines just to give us a better life. And I have this dream that when they retire, which is they're going to be retiring soon, the next couple of years here, I wanted to give them help, financial help, right? And I told Dave that when we get married, I wanted to do that, and good thing he said yes. And we realized soon that even though we have great careers here, we have high paying careers, it's just enough just for the two of us. And it's not enough for my parents. It's just enough for us and our future kids. So since then we tried to look for ways to earn more money aside from our careers. So that's why now we're doing this online business, right?
Yeah, your viewers could probably relate to this. We all have dreams, and but the problem is when we start to pursue that dream, a lot of people settle because that dream is too big and the income is just enough,
Mhm.
right? So there's
That's
only two options. You take that big dream and say it's not possible. I live within my means and just follow what everyone else is doing, or you can find a way, increase your income to the size of your dreams, and don't give up. That's what we did, and as they say, the rest is history,
Yeah.
right? Mm.
yeah. And I heard you've been through with you tried looking for other online businesses before in the past, and it didn't work for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a good question. So I always tell people that your journey is uniquely yours, right? People say, oh, in this particular platform, it's almost like so fast, 24, less than over 2 years, and you guys are very successful. But the journey is uniquely yours because it's 2 years, but it's 10 years in the making. We failed in a lot of things,
Mhm.
and that online business. It's not that it wasn't good. It's just we didn't do our research, right? The company was not financially stable because the owner was sick. He had cancer and he couldn't pay us, right? So essentially the company shut down. So yeah, so it didn't work out, right?
Yeah, like so for us when Dave when Dave approached me with this current online business that we have, the platform that we have, I was skeptical. I was skeptical because I thought it's going to be the same. It will be something that it will fail us. So I said no. And at that time, we were buried in a mountain of debts. We were buried over 86,000 of consumer debts. And I told him, I'm just gonna maybe climb up on corporate, maybe go back to school because there's only a few options. We wanted to make more money. That's the clear
Yeah.
thing, right? So either we go back to school, right, which actually we don't like it because we're gonna have to like go through student loan. Second one is, or we're gonna have two or three jobs, multiple jobs, and we only have limited time. We only
Yeah,
have 24 hours on the day, right? Or the third one, we know it's business. So we always wanted to we know it's gonna be the business that will help us. But I was scared, and good thing Dave actually found this online business that we're doing now for over 30 months now, and it has helped us financially.
yeah. Just quickly going back to that, even though it failed, it was also a blessing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is because prior to that, we did a lot of business, but it was all offline. And we knew the struggle of offline.
Yeah.
You have to approach friends and family. You have to be in their homes until 2 in the morning, and if they're not interested, you go home, right? So hotel presentations, right? But that online business gave us a little bit of taste on having leads,
Mm-hmm.
automation, right? Even though
Yeah.
it failed, I knew there was something out there that
Yeah.
was legitimate, has high integrity, that can be a legacy for the long term. So I kept looking, and
Mm-hmm.
thanks be to God, I had to put on my best charm, smile, right? And Roxanne, I'll look at it. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yes, so you were really hooked with in the corporate world, but now you're on your own boss,
Yeah.
and yeah, being your own boss is such a can be immensely rewarding,
Yeah.
and for sure you're now debt free. Congratulations for that, and that's a really fresh breath of air. And
Yes.
so you have mentioned that some online business or home based businesses didn't work for you. So what do you think? What makes our online business unique from any other home-based businesses?
Yeah, and the most important thing is that it's complete. When I mean complete is that because we counted one time over 24 online and offline businesses, and what we found is that they either have one of the three important things, or two of three, but definitely not the third one. So what I mean by that is there's three things or three pillars every business should have. The first is it has to have a good product and service.
Mm-hmm.
It's undeniable, right? And we've tried companies that have terrible products, so we know what that's all about, right? And the second thing is sales tools and systems, right? It has to have good salespeople, sales tools to sell this thing, right? To present this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've tried also companies that have terrible sales tools, right? But we also tried companies that has good products, good sales tools. But the most important thing that I would say out of all of that was missing is it doesn't have training how to have unlimited customers and prospects.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing because I don't care what kind of business you are. You could be in the real estate company, you could own a restaurant, you could be a direct sales company. If you don't have enough customers, you are going to struggle.
Yeah.
I don't care, right? And that's what we found for the longest time, right? It's like,
Yeah.
why isn't there a system training us to have unlimited customers and prospects? When we saw that there was a training on how to use Facebook and YouTube where there's unlimited potential prospects, we knew that this system was complete, and we were right, right?
Yeah, and like sometimes other platforms has only the training system, right? There's no mentorship, there's no coaching,
Mm.
and with our online business system, we have the training, complete training. You will be assigned to a coach, a mentor that will guide you, and also sometimes even though let's say there's a training, but there's no you have to find your own products, right? I know like our brother-in-law, he used to do Shopify, right? And he has to find, research the products that will sell online.
Yeah.
And it took him months. Even now, he's not doing that anymore. He's with us because we showed him the proven system. Because like
Exactly.
for us, the online business that we have, we found a proven products that sell online, and give us like the high profit, because most of the products out there you only have small
Margin.
margins of profits, and that's what we love about it, because anyone can do this as long as they're willing to learn, and they're even if you're not tech savvy, like
Right.
it's just step by step training, and that's what we love about it.
And it's the closest thing to a franchise. This is the reason why a franchise becomes so popular,
Mhm.
right, in the early 80s and 90s, because there's only really two ways to start any business. First is it's called a startup, which means you build everything from scratch,
Yeah.
right? You find the product, build the systems, and then you market, right? For example, instead of buying a Subway, you can start your own sandwich, right? You could probably make your own. Carol sandwich. You could probably make a better sandwich. But you have to build the menu, the logo, how to run the store. You know the statistics of startups? It's 90% failure.
Mhm.
9 out of 10. If there's 10 people, 10 companies start today, only one is left.
Yeah.
So people are not buying a Subway because of the sandwich. They're buying it is because of the proven system. The trial error has been done for you.
Yeah.
Same thing in the online world. You could start everything from scratch, but the rate of failure is the same, right? Or find like a franchise where you can be up and running in a month. You could be making profit in a month. That's unheard of. Like that's incredible. Like that's why we're like, wow. Because even that online business we did, we weren't up and running in a month. Like
Yeah.
it was a few months because we had to build the funnel systems. We had to build the email.
We have to create
Our
our
own
own
emails,
emails,
right?
our own website.
It's a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah, a
So-
lot of work.
So like people really don't know how incredible the platform we have, because you could be up and running just like that. And the cost to run the tools, we were paying almost $500 just for the tools, right?
Mhm.
Not including advertising.
Not including
at the
advertising.
time.
US.
Really?
Yeah, because we had to pay for our own click funnel systems, email marketing systems. We had to pay for all of that every single month
Separately, yeah.
separately because we were running that thing. So yeah, this is what I can go on.
Yeah. Yet to mention them is there's a lot. The whole day is not enough. For me, my favorite part is there's no pushy selling because
Yeah.
otherwise you won't be here. I'm not good in sales talk, and also it's very flexible.
Yeah.
I can do it even while I'm still doing my full time job right now. I'm a regular full time job, so I can do it. At the background, because it doesn't require that much time to run this business, right?
Right.
Yes. Okay, so let's check who are here with us today. Oh, hi. Shout out to Aranette from San Francisco, California. And also Lucy. There she is.
Hello.
I think that's her American name. Chagsayan Chupisna. But I call her Aranette. And also Lucy. Hi, thanks for tuning in, guys. Okay, back to you. So my next question is, yeah, with all these milestones that you have achieved already in life, at what point in time did you realize that this business is working for you, and what is your greatest achievement so far?
Yeah, well, we know that this business is for us because this is what we want for our lifestyle. Like family is important for us, and also ministry, and this business actually give us more time, right? For us and for the ministry, it allows us, it frees us more. be able, because of the online system that we have, it automates the system in the background, just like what you said here, Carol. So when we find out that we don't have to bug our friends and families, we don't have to do hotel presentation, we don't have to do phone calls, we don't have to do like one-on-one presentation. This was what we're looking for the longest time, and the system are in place, and that's what we love about it. And since we started in October 2018. We're now completely debt free, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest blessing. It feels good to be able to not worry about the bills, right? And also, recently we bought our new home. Because of this online business, we were able to save up, yeah, a big amount of down payment. And Dave actually quit his job in 14 months, right, in the business.
Yeah. So your question was other question. When did you know when it started to work?
Yeah.
And I always tell people, business is simple. Get it open, get some people in your store, and get customers. Right.
Yeah.
When we started to generate one lead, a potential prospect, that means your business is working.
Yeah.
Because if you can do one, you can do two. You can do two, you can do 20. You can do 20, you can do 200. You just have to keep you just have to keep your store open day in and day out. This is the mistake of online business owners, because they don't treat it like a real business. That if I bought a Subway, right, that's
Yes.
costing me 500,000, right? Then imagine if you bought a Subway to 500,000, but you forgot that you actually have to pay your lease every month, right? And I forgot I have to pay 3,000 to open the store. And what happens if you're like, I feel like opening my store this month. Next month, maybe I won't open it that much, right? It's not gonna work. You don't have any customers, right? For us, most online business owners is that they're very inconsistent in opening their store. Right? They may have one prospect this month, one lead. The next month they shut it and they open. Like it, you can't. That's how it works when you start to get. For us, the first month we got leads.
Yeah.
We got potential customers going into our to our website. So we knew that if we can do one, we can do two. So we just kept opening our store and having more and more people coming into our website. And that's why we're here today, because we understood the numbers, right? So, and at the end of the day, it's that revenue. So yeah, Roxanne is right. There's a lot of achievements, but we knew from day one, if we can get one lead, we can get two. We can get two, we can get three. So that's the key here. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. A lot of blessings, right? So imagine you're after quitting your job, you start earning earning 60 a month. Probably that's the best part, huh?
that's right.
And also you bought your dream house, and now you have an upcoming baby boy on the way.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dave and Roxanne, what is your secret sauce to
Yeah.
success?
So the secret, we shared this before. There's three things. The three P's. The first is
First thing is really prayer. For us, it's a lot of prayers, because we always believe that it's at the end of the day, when we work hard, we pray hard, and of course, God will bless the work of our hands, right? So we let it go. Prayer means it's really trusting that whatever we plant, right, it will come back to us. So we plant good seeds. We plant, we surrender, right? That we've done our best, and this is what we want, Lord, and He will answer it. So for us, it's really prayers is one of our secret sauce. It's a secret sauce, but it's not really
not really a
secret
secret.
sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. The second is the second is patience, because a lot of people have the wrong expectation and mindset when they start a business, right? Anything worthwhile, anything good that's built in this world, it takes time. In fact, anything really good, it takes enormous amount of time. Right? But people, they think that if it's not working for me this week or this month, it's not going to work. It doesn't work that way, right? Even just engineering or the school you went to, right? There's effort. It has to be at least a year, 2, 3 years of not earning, in your case, before you graduate, right? It takes time, right? So patience. This is the second key, is that it takes enormous amount of time to learn a skill, and people can't stay long enough, to get that success or that blessing, because we believe that every time you ask for something from God, He boxes it up and ships it to you.
Mm.
but he only ships it in one street. It's called Faith Street, right? But people move off Faith Street before it gets to them, right? They go to, I don't believe it's gonna happen to me, Faith Street, right? I doubt it, Boulevard, right? Or it can happen to them, but not to me, Avenue, right? They have all these things, right? Just like any ship that's being boxed, though, it only
Yeah.
goes to Faith Street. So if you move already from that street, right? When it gets to Faith Street and you're not there anymore, it gets delivered back, right? Back to sender. So for most people, they can't stay long enough, right? Second is patience.
Yeah, and the third one is really persistence, right? Persistence is not just staying, but also persevering, trying to really like become resourceful. Okay, if things are not working, why is it not working? How can I make it work? If this thing works for other people, it should work for me, right? So it's really like for us, when we started, like we got results right away, right? But then, there are sometimes some things that didn't work out. For example, advertising, we learned from other people, right? And that's the good thing about it. And we actually follow what the successful people does. If they say this is what's working, we follow, we don't question, right? So that's really like perseverance is really like being having the grit that what, you're gonna make it work, right? And and you become resourceful and trying to find what works, right?
Yeah, so the patience and the perseverance is under your control.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that we don't control, that's why prayers is kind of the ingredient that you add to it, because there's a lot of things you don't control. So we surrender it to God, because when the first customer is gonna come, that's not our control. God says, plant the seeds like the farmer. I'll take care of the soil. I'll take care of the rain. I'll take care of growing the seeds. All you gotta do is persist in planting and be patient that it will come, right? The rest we don't control. Let God, bring it, because again, the journey is uniquely yours, right? We don't know. The only difference between your goal and the seed that you plant in the seed in the ground is that, the farmers know how long it will become a tree, right? For us, our goal and your dream is a spiritual seed that God asked, that planted in your heart and your mind, right? We don't know the deadline, but it's gonna come. But most people don't have the patience, the perseverance for it to come, right? For us, it was 10 years in the making, right? It wasn't 2 years. Yes, it's 2 years here in the online business, right? But before that, we've already failed many times, right? So people can't stay long enough. You've got to have those three ingredients to become successful here.
Yeah, of course. You cannot be just sitting down and wait for the blessings.
That's
You
right.
have to do your due diligence. And yes, I believe in every thing that we do, we always put God at the center of
Mm.
everything. Yeah, and and with all the courage and that, just like what you said, perseverance, patience, and God will do the rest.
Right.
Yeah. And my next question is, guys, you always inspire people. Almost every day, you give values, inspiration, and motivation by doing these go live videos here in your YouTube channel and Facebook page. Well, not everybody can do that because, of course, some people are camera shy.
Yeah.
So, what motivates you in doing this, like almost every day?
Yeah, good question. No, there's a couple of things, because one of the things that what we learned long time ago is that becoming successful in a particular industry is just one thing, right? It's called ILTP: invest, learn, teach, and then profit, right? But at the end of the day, is that if you want to outserve your competition, if you want to outgive your competition, that's how you become successful. In fact, there's a book that was written. It's called it comes from Gary Vaynerchuk. He's very famous in the social media world. He wrote a book called Jab 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 Right Hook, right? Because he took his dad's liquor store, right, from a 3 million offline, he brought it online and made it 30 million, right? And he said, how did you do that? Like, what was the secret? He said, most people don't know how to sell, right? Most people, for example, you're a realtor, they go online, buy my house, buy this, buy that, right? That's asking, right? That's asking. He said, what I did is when I went online, I gave before I asked.
Yeah.
I continue to give value, right? So, for example, he would create he did a YouTube video, 300 and something videos. Nobody was following him, right? But his videos was very valuable. He would say, you know what? Today I'm talking about a Pinot Grigio. He talks about different kinds of wine, right? and he built 100,000 email list in the 90s, where the open rate was 90%, which means that at the time when you get an email, everybody opened it, right? So
Yes.
his competition would be sending a flyer, and he would send one email to 100,000, and he would have more. So what I'm trying to say is the philosophy is that the reason why is because we're passionate in giving and helping, right? What motivates us is to just continue to give, because our mindset is that even if they don't work with us in the online business, if you give them value, they will still remember us in kind of the top of their mind, I think, right?
Yeah, and also like for us, we just you don't have to do the go lives, right? To become successful in
That's
this
right.
online business. But we always believe that when because you're starting an online business, the way to for your let's say clients or people to get to know you is one of them is videos. It could be anything. It could be something that just sharing your life, sharing your lifestyle, or maybe giving value like ours. We have some episodes, but it's really like for us, we just like what Dave said, it's really like more like at least if you come to our page, people get something about maybe inspiration or anything like that. We just love to do it. And as you can see, our page has been around for quite a while now, and no one was watching it before, right? It's just happened, I think, recently that there's more people watching now. So it's really about
I'm one
very
of your followers. I'm one of your followers. Yeah.
And then one of the training says that your fan page is kind of like your headquarters, right? Imagine if somebody came into your office or headquarters, and like there's nobody there, right? But what if you're always there greeting them? Not only when they leave your office, when they come out of it, they're inspired, right? People would continue to come back to your office because you every time you leave. And our goal, one of our main goal, is to not just to become successful online, is to really inspire people and for us to share God's love, because that's what we love to do, right? So
Yes. Okay. To sum up everything, I know some viewers right now are a little bit confused. So to sum up everything, what we really do in this business, can you in your own words,
yeah,
what kind of digital business is this?
yeah. So what we do is very simple. We help people start an online business if they don't know where to start. That's it. That's how simple it is. Because there's really, I said earlier, there's only really two ways to start a business. They could start their own. They can go somewhere and build everything. But what we do is we provide the systems, the sales tools, the trainings, and the products to start an online business, just like a franchise, right? So that's basically what we do, right? You don't come here just to get the product. You don't come here just because we have training on marketing. No, we don't come here because we have a system in sales. No, we have all of it. Because if you have no experience, we can help you. That's what we do, right?
Simply as that, yes. And lastly, do you want to add something, Roxanne? Or
No, that's about just like what Dave said. It's really for people that even if they don't have experience, they're newbies. Like as long as they know how to follow videos, instructions, step by steps, any age. Well, as long as legally, right? You're legally able to work like 18 years or 21 years old, depending where you are. You can work as long as you have that desire to earn online. This is the platform to because we give you the tools, right? And everything that you need to start an online business.
yeah, this is the right place, right? And lastly, what is the best advice that you can give to the people who are still skeptical, and also to those who are still new here, or the newbies in our online community?
Yeah, like so for people that are like your viewers in your page, curious about, how to get started, maybe they're watching your page here, Carol, or they're curious or skeptical. I understand them. We understand them because I was very skeptical in the beginning. And most people are skeptical because maybe, they have bad experience in the past. Someone scammed them, or maybe they don't know who to trust, right? Or the other kind of people is they're just skeptical because they don't know all the information, right? And that's normal and that's okay. But the only way to lower that skepticism and, if they want to earn more money, right, is to really be open minded, to get more knowledge, right? Because the more knowledge you have, the more, your skepticism will lower, right? So, The first step is really to go to Carol's website. There is a free workshop every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. It's a live workshop where it's a 90 minutes and it's free. They will teach you. We will teach you like the basic of it, and you decide after if this is for you. For us, over 2 years ago, we prayed a simple prayer.
Yeah.
We said, Lord, lead us to the right business, lead us to a solution where we can pay off all our debts. That's it. And to over like now, the results are here, and it's the best decision for us. And we always believe that nothing will change, right? For next year will be the same for you if you're not gonna do anything change like different this year, right? So click that link, register, and our lives have changed. It might be for you, it might not be for you.
Yeah, and for the new online business owners, I would tell them that if we can do it, you can, because we started. For some of you, not even in your shoes, we started in $86,000 in consumer debt. That's where we started, right? So not only can we relate to you, we were probably behind in your situation because you probably have a few debts or no debts. We had no resource to start.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, if we were able to do it, you can. It's the end of the day is that you just have to learn the skills, stick to the process, and just don't never give up, because the only difference between a successful online business, not even online, but any business person, is that they didn't quit, they stayed long enough, and at the end of the day, they just have more customers than you. That's it. That's it. If you can stay here long enough, you're gonna win. So.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for all those values and inspirations that you just laid out. Yes, and yeah, in reaching your goal, you don't need to be great to start the business. You have to start to be great, right?
I like that. Yeah.
I love that saying.
I love
Yes,
it.
so I think that's all we have for today. Oh my God, thank you so much, guys, for getting, and you just laid out a lot of values in this online interview, and I can't thank enough. Congratulations once again for
Thank you.
really putting your way. Yes, Roxanne, we'll pray for your safe and
Thank you.
safe delivery. And yeah, you too deserve every bit of happiness this baby boy will bring to you. God bless you both.
God bless you.
And yes, my friends, you just witnessed another uh how do you call this, inspiring journey from our business partner here. It's another living proof that this business is real, this business works. So tomorrow we'll have another live webinar. It's an information session, so for you to watch, for those who wants to build a successful business online business, but you don't know where to start, this is the right place. So please click my website below and register your name and valid email address, and I'll give you the access to watch the webinar. So check this out, my friends. And yes, Dave and Roxanne, is there anything else that you can add before we sign off?
That's it. Click the link.
Thank you, Carol. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Good night, everyone. God bless. Take care. Bye.